This is the SF Productions Podcast Network.
The Peacocks Fall from Grace.
From the Pop Culture Bunker, I'm Mindy.
And I'm Mark. You can check out our audio podcast, How I Got My Wife to Read Comics, on iTunes or on our website, sfpodcastnetwork.com. Today we want to talk about NBC.
Do you remember when we used to watch NBC all the time?
Exactly. They were must-see TV. You had Friends, and you had Frasier, and you had Cheers, and you had Cosby Show.
Yes.
Family Ties. And just recently, in fact this past week, the numbers came in for the February sweeps from Nielsen, and they came in 5th behind Univision.
So that would be behind ABC, CBS, Fox,
right,
the CW, and Univision.
Right. And in the 18 to 49 demo,
the important one.
Right, the ones the advertisers actually care about, many of NBC shows were beaten by AMC's Talking Dead, not Walking Dead. This is the companion show where they talk about The Walking Dead.
That's insane.
So wahapa. So we want to look at this past year's fall schedule and exactly what happened. Monday night, The Voice and Revolution.
So The Voice is pretty much just an American Idol clone, and as that's losing popularity, The Voice would too, right?
Right, and it's not on right now. In fact, it's just about to come back on. So it was on back in the fall, and then it went away, and now it's coming back.
So it wasn't good enough to be on during sweeps?
Apparently.
Okay.
And then Revolution. Now, we taped all the Revolution episodes, or taped, that's the old-fashioned term, recorded, and yet I think we've watched one of them.
One of them, yeah.
I don't know if we're going to get back around to those or not. And that's another show that went away, and now it's coming back, which I think some shows will work in these little bite-sized chunks, which is kind of the European model where you do 13 episodes, but I don't know. Well, it'll be interesting to see when Revolution comes back if it actually does well in the ratings. Tuesday, The Voice again.
Because you have to have a results show.
Exactly.
It works for, you know, Dancing with the Stars, but...
Right. Go On and the new Normal.
And those are both sitcoms.
Right. Go On we watch, but it's kind of in our third position because there's other shows we like at the same time.
Very sporadic. Right.
And then New Normal, did not like that at all.
Yeah.
Wednesday night, the absolutely horrible Animal Practice, which thank goodness got canceled very quickly.
And you know, that's a show that could have worked.
Just lose the monkey?
Yeah.
I don't know. Guys with Kids, another sitcom, the venerable Law and Order SVU, and Chicago Fire, which I guess is doing okay middling. And then...
I don't know. Do you want to talk about each of these shows a little bit?
Sure.
Because Law and Order SVU, was always my least favorite of the bunch, although apparently I'm in the minority there because I don't like Mariska Hargitay and Chris Maloney, who's not on it anymore. But it seems to be doing okay.
Right.
So I don't know. And then Chicago Fire should be doing much better than it is because it's like Law and Order SVU or an ER. Mm-hmm. And I really feel like it should be doing better than it is.
All right, Thursday night, the just completed 30 Rock, Up All Night, we'll talk about that in a second, The Office, Parks and Rec, and Rock Center. Now...
Parks and Rec is hitting it out of the ballpark this season.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, it's not doing very well in the ratings, but
well, because of what it's surrounded by.
Exactly. You have the final season of The Office, a show that probably should have been canceled about 2 seasons ago.
Yes.
When Carell left, they basically should have pulled the plug on that. Up All Night, what to say about this show? A show that actually wasn't bad its first season, but then it looked like a committee came in and started to tinker with the show. And the last tinkering, they take it off the air and they said, oh, we're not going to do single camera, which is single camera makes it kind of look like a movie versus a multi-camera where it looks more like a sitcom and you have a studio audience. They're moving it from, or at least they announced they were, going to move it from single camera to multi-camera.
And then the star leaves.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the stars said, I'm done. Another star already, I think the other 2 stars already have commitments for other pilots. So... But
it's still not officially canceled yet.
It's done. and then Rock Center, which is an adequate
a very
news
acceptable
program.
news magazine.
Right. It's kind of the Brian Williams vanity project. Mm-hmm. And they move it around the schedule whenever. I think it moved to Friday nights recently. So Friday nights, at least this is when the schedule started, Whitney, Community, Grimm, and Dateline.
And of course Community got moved.
Yeah, and just got on the air a few weeks ago, which we love Community, but we're apparently one of the 4 people who do because it doesn't do well in the ratings at all. It's a show that basically you need to watch it from the beginning to understand what the heck's going on.
I don't know.
I think to some extent.
Or you have to have some pop culture reference.
Right. And then Whitney, a perfectly acceptable, adequate sitcom.
But people hate it so much.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't understand why. I don't hate Whitney nearly as much as I would hate some of the other sitcoms that are on NBC, as well as... Well, I was thinking about that Two Broke Girls or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Oh.
Then Grimm. Now, you were watching Grimm for a while.
Yes.
Are you still watching that?
Not really, although I might go back and watch it at some point. I have several supernatural-ish shows, including Supernatural, that I already watched, so that's kind of on the side for now.
Right. Then you have Dateline, yet another news magazine, but although that show has pretty much gone to real crime drama type things. Saturday, just like all the other networks, they've given up on prime time and they just show encores of other shows.
Yeah.
Gee, I don't know why no one should television on Saturday night.
You know what they should watch? You know what they should play is reruns of the old original Law and Order.
Yeah.
Because that would probably do better than anything else they have.
Absolutely.
Probably do better than first run Law and Order, SVU, and Chicago Fire.
Right. Sunday, football, which of course just ended recently. So that's a huge hit for NBC. In fact, it pretty much brought them to #1 during the fall, but as soon as it was gone, they pretty much flatlined. And then also, there was just recently Do No Harm, or Get No Ratings.
Sort of a Jekyll and Hyde-ish show.
Which they advertised the crap out of, and then 2 episodes later, it's gone. It's a vapor. So, what's coming on now, Biggest Loser, another reality show, Deception, which, have you given up on that?
I don't think I even watched it.
Off Their Rockers. Let's watch old people doing wacky things. Oh, my sides. Oh. Smash, which is getting worse every episode. Probably going to be pulling the plug on that pretty soon.
Deborah Messing should bring the scarves back now.
1600 Penn.
Horrible.
Which, if they got rid of the kid, unfortunately he's one of the producers, so that ain't going to happen. It might be acceptable. And Celebrity Apprentice.
Which does very well for them, though.
Yes, but when your biggest star is Donald Trump on a network, that's the problem.
No wonder they're not getting good ratings.
Right. So it got so bad that they ran what are essentially packaged SNL reruns during sweeps in prime time. It's like, what? This is what you're showing it during your sweeps? So then you've also got, on either side of the schedule, you've got Leno, who's not been doing well for quite a while, and the whole fiasco where they tried to move him to 10 p.m.
Right.
On one end of the scale, and then on schedule, on the other end is the Today Show, which had the whole Ann Curry fiasco, and is not doing well. And that's really dragging them down on both ends, although, frankly, I don't know if that has the effect it used to.
No, I don't think so.
In the days we had, like, 3 channels, you know.
Yes.
You basically turn on one. If you turn on the Today Show, you were likely to watch NBC for a while.
But with, delayed viewing.
Exactly.
If you have a good show, people are going to watch it no matter when it's on.
Exactly.
The problem is that they don't have good shows.
Right. Now, there's been talk about, at least online, the idea that one or more of the networks will probably, of the major networks, will probably go all reality-based because it's so cheap to do reality shows. And will NBC be the first network to do that?
I don't know, but we'll find out. Meantime, you can check out our audio podcast, How I Got My Wife to Read Comics, on iTunes, or on our website, sfpodcastnetwork.com. From the Pop Culture Bunker, I'm Mindy.
And I'm Mark. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye-bye.